Hi besties! Welcome to the second episode of Internet Bestie. So guys, I realized that in the last video I did not include my name and I am truly sorry for that mistake. So my name is Ajoke. It's pretty special and can be difficult to pronounce for others that were not from my country. So it's like A from apple, Jo from just kidding, and Care from kettle, like that. Ajoke. That's my name. It's a pretty special name that means everybody loves me, and I truly hope so. So guys, today we have a message from one of our friends, family, that's the Internet Bestie family, and her name is Angie. I'll be reading a message out, and sorry, that's my laptop. I'll be reading a message out and try to give what I think is my own point of view anyway. What is my point of view, but what I think is right. Okay, so I'm using my laptop because my phone is what I'm using to record this. So she says, "Hi, I'm Angie and I'm in 10th grade. I normally hate school, but I met a boy at the beginning of this year. Let's call him L. And he became one of my best friends. I look forward to school just because I know I'll see him. The problem is that L is moving away in a few weeks, and that makes me really sad because it made me realize how my other friends aren't very good, and I'm afraid to be lonely again. Before I met L, I was very depressed because while I am not bullied in any way, all my friends go out together and don't tell me. The friend is quoted. And I only hang out with them because I don't want to be alone at school. What if I don't meet anyone like Elle ever again and I'm lonely the rest of high school?" Okay, so first of all, hi Angie. I hope you are feeling better since you wrote this message. So I'm going to start now. Okay, so first of all, do not feel bad for being sad. It is perfectly okay to feel sad when one of your best friend or any of your best friend, even your close friend, is leaving you. It is only natural to feel sad. So I'm going to say try not to feel too sad because that's how the world is. Even if it doesn't leave now, you might, and you're probably going to end up going to different universities and live different lives. But there is one thing my teacher used to tell me, my music teacher. He used to say, "We meet to part and we part to meet." If you part, you're going to meet other people, and yes, it's going to be sad, but I mean, we are in a world of technology. Just talk. My best friend and I are worlds apart. She is in a different continent and I'm in a different continent, but we communicate almost every week, like almost every week. So things like that are definitely going to happen. You're going to meet some people that you're going to end up partying with. So try, it's only natural to feel sad, and I'm not going to say you should not feel sad, but try to find something good in it. Try to, I don't know, try to look for something that is might be beneficial, even if it's not to you. Something about him that might help him. It might make you happy to know your friend is going to do better, or your friend is. Just get his number and still communicate. Don't just forget each other. I mean, when I was graduating secondary school, we call it secondary school, not high school where I come from. When I was graduating secondary school, it was horrible. There's no other way to put it. Horrible. I felt like my world was going to crash, like my world was coming down. I spent 6 years of my life with these people, and now we're all going to different places in the same country, but who knows, in different countries maybe. But it was like, what is going on? Where do I want to start from? All my friends are going, everybody's, and we did like get each other's contact and try to like communicate, but at the end of the day we only stayed in touch with those we were really close to. So if you know you're really close to this L, try to get his number and then you can still communicate. That doesn't mean that the world is over. Then secondly, that's number 2, you said that your friends, before you met Elle, you were really depressed because your friends don't they go out without telling you. One, you shouldn't ever be with somebody just because you don't want to be alone, because sometimes it's better to be alone than to be with people who make you feel alone and make you feel bad and make you feel sad. But I'm putting this but, you can try to talk to your friends. Like, there was a time when I felt like my friends used to just hang out and talk, and like everybody in the school knew the newest gist, and then I didn't know anything. But I later realized that it was not like they were trying to leave me out of anything. One, they stayed back in school while I went home immediately after school. They stayed back in school, so they used to talk more, and then they used to that was the time when they had time to discuss most things. So I went home and I couldn't stay back to listen to all the newest gist and everything. Also, once my friends told me that they keep inviting me out and I keep declining and saying I don't feel like going out. And I never ever ever thought that I was doing that. I didn't even realize that that was what I was doing. Sometimes I just felt lazy and didn't want to go out and told them that I couldn't. But I never felt that they saw it like that. So you might try to ask your friend and figure out why they don't ask you out. I mean, they all can't just decide not to and then eat you. And if they do, then my friend, you need better friends, like really, really good friends. One thing I do when I go to a new place, but that'll be because I'm not a shy person. I don't know if you're how do they call it? If you're a shy person, but for me, I just go up to people and be like, hey, I'm a jacket, what's your name? And then they're like, at first they're like, wow, that was very bold. But then later I make friends and fine. I'm not like really one person kind of friend, so which is the reason for having many internet besties. But I do believe that if you're friends with someone, then you should really be friends with them, fully friends with them, all things friendship. So if you feel like you're missing out on what a true friend really means, then you should go look for another. There was a certain way you met Elle, right? So just find another friend. If just pretend like someone you've never talked to is just a new student and go up to them, try to see if you can have a friendship that works. Never ever stay in a friendship that makes you feel bad, makes you feel sad, makes you feel like you don't mean anything to the person. Because if you do feel that way, then it's almost true, like it's probably right that the person doesn't regard you as a friend. Me and my roommates were talking about this girl, like she keeps making my roommate do her assignment for her, and it's like, no, do not do that. If your friend is your friend, then you can assist them in doing their assignment, but not when it's like, oh, today let me do my homework, oh, today let me do my homework, oh, tomorrow let me do my homework. Then it's getting to be like a job, not a friendship. Find new friends. It can't be only one person in your school. You do not have to be lonely throughout high school. You can find new friends. Gather up courage and look for new friends. Your friends are not the only one in your class. I'm probably right about that. And your friends are probably not the only one in your school. You could just look for new friends and try to make the best. And even when you do look for new friends, if you feel like that new friend and you're just not connecting, then you don't have to force yourself. Just look for more new friends. You have to connect with at least one person in your school, even if it's not really, really, really great connection, like maybe a best friend. You be close enough with someone to have a close friend, or at least a friend you can just go up to. You don't have to stay in any friendship that makes you feel little, makes you feel bad, makes you feel like you're being left out. Don't. And before you do what I said, you could still talk to your friends. Try to figure out why they exclude you out of their meetings. And I know it might be like, oh, I'm too proud to do that, and I don't know, maybe some people might feel bad or feel like they don't want to just go up. It might make them look weak or something. But if they are your friends, then you should still be able to talk to them small. if it does happen that they just want to ignore you, they don't want you in their group, then they aren't really your friends, and you really need to find new friends. You don't want to sit there and be like, oh, they are no more my friends, I can't have any friend in high school again. Show them that if they are not your friend, and if they don't treat you right, you could have other friends, you could have fun without them. Not only because you are trying to prove it to them, but also because it's true. So that is my advice for you, Angie, and I hope that you really take it into consideration. I mean, it is left to you to do whatever you think, and you should really act based on the type of person you are. I go up to people because I'm not exactly an introvert. I'm not a complete extrovert, but I'm not an introvert either. I'm just somewhere in the middle. So I don't know if you're an introvert or an extrovert, but I believe that people should just go up straight to people like, oh, this, that, and then you talk, and that's how you make new friends. And you do not have to stick with anybody just because you don't want to be lonely. It's better to be lonely than to stick with people just for sticking with people. I mean, your friends could annoy you sometimes. Yes, that's why they are friends. They are meant to be annoying, to tease us, to be childish, to have fun together. And if you feel like you're missing out on all that, then Angie, you need new friends. Just leave those old friends and look for new friends. Look for somebody that connects with you. Look for the person, and I'm sure you'll find the person. So anybody else that wants to contribute to what I said can leave the comments below in the comment section. And yes, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. This is the second video, but officially the first video where I'm actually advising somebody, and I hope to get somebody else. I mean, I don't want you to have any problem, but I hope that somebody who already does can now confide in me and let me help you in the way I know how to. I mean, yes, some people say, oh, that's what counselors are for, but not everybody is comfortable enough to talk with their counselor, and not every school in the world has a counselor. I mean, the US have counselors, yes, but not every school has a counselor, and not everybody is comfortable enough to talk with the counselors in their school. So that's it for today, guys. Give this video a thumbs up and tell me how you think I did, if there's anything I can improve, except of course the quality of this video. If you think it has any fault, I can only use my phone for now because my camera gives me way too much trouble, and I still have to learn how to edit. So sorry if the video is a little bit unprofessional. So for now, I'll just say bye bye. I don't have any outro, just like you saw. I don't have any intro, but so now I'll just say bye bye. Bye guys, see you next Friday, hopefully, if somebody else has something they need to talk about. But yes, I'll post every Friday because that's probably the only time I have time. I have college work and a lot of other stuff. So I'm sorry if that sounded mean, but yeah, I do have college work and I have a test tomorrow. Today is Wednesday. I'm filming this on Wednesday. I have a test on Thursday, but I did promise Angie to reply on Friday, and so that's what I did. So bye bye people, see you, sayonara. I think that means goodbye.